Rocks, it is a special Thursday before the big weekend. We got to talk to our guy, Pep, about some sports. What's up, Pep?
Yo, happy 4th of July, everyone. Getting ready for the big hot dog eating contest right on the 4th. We'll consider that sports. But we got to talk some Dodgers right now. It was a big night. The Dodgers with a walk-off win. Freddie Freeman delivering the walk-off hit last night to beat the White Sox 5-4. And Clayton Kershaw did, well, just enough. He went 6 innings and got those 3 strikeouts to get him to 3,000 strikeouts in his Major League Baseball career. Only the 20th pitcher all time in Major League Baseball history to reach 3,000 strikeouts. So that was a monumental, plateau to reach because there's only a handful of pitchers that have ever done that, Patrick.
Very tough. I mean, he has been through his ups and his downs, but 3,000 strikeouts is absolutely amazing. Congrats to Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is that's a lot of strikeouts. That's being really good for a long time. 3,000 strikeouts. But Nolan Ryan, who is the all-time strikeout king, has almost twice as many as that. He's got almost 6,000 strikeouts, man. Nolan Ryan was something else.
Right. The only ones who come to mind who maybe have more strikeouts, like you said, is Nolan and maybe Randy Johnson.
Yeah. I mean, Nolan Ryan has like 1,000 more strikeouts than the closest guys to him, like Randy Johnson and those kind of guys. But yeah, 3,000 is a huge deal. That's like, I don't know if it's like maybe hitting 500 home runs. Like that's the kind of club it's in. But yeah, it's a big deal. So congratulations to Clayton Kershaw, sitting on 3,000 exactly right now after last night's win. And the Dodgers, listen, a couple weeks ago, I'm like, watch out, guys. The Giants and the Padres, it's going to be close in the National League West. You better watch out. Well, the Dodgers are proving me wrong right now because the Dodgers are just separating themselves from the rest of the pack. They've been that good. The Giants and Padres have stumbled a little bit. The Dodgers have taken advantage of that. I think the lead is like 8 games right now, about give or take, with the Dodgers with the Giants and the Padres. So the Dodgers look like certainly the best team in at least the National League, maybe in baseball.
It's almost like a repeat performance of last year. I mean, remember, they did real well through the first half, and we thought, there's no way they can do it through the second half. And they basically did. Can they do it again? It would be pretty tough, but I guess we can't put anything past this team.
Yeah, I mean, the old Dodger teams, we were all waiting for that slump, right? Is it going to come in July, August? Heaven forbid it came in, a September slump. We were waiting for them to take a little bit of a nosedive and then try to, regroup before the playoffs. Yeah, it never happened last year. And this Dodgers team looks just as strong. They still have pitchers that are injured. They're still trying to get healthy, which is crazy to think. So they're in really good shape right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and 3 of them are going to be baseball all-star starters. We've got, of course, Shohei Ohtani is the designated hitter, Freddie Freeman at first base, Will Smith at catcher. All 3 of those guys will be starting in the Major League Baseball All-Star game.
How cool is that?
Yeah, they deserve it. They got 3 guys. The Tigers got 3 in the American League, at least starters-wise. The reserves will be named in a couple of days. All right, let's talk NBA. Patrick, there's some wild times right now in the NBA, man. It's just popping off. Let's start here, though, with the Lakers, of course, right? The Lakers, it looks like, are going to land Deandre Ayton, the former big man for the Suns, former big man for the Portland Trailblazers. It looks like he's going to be in the purple and gold. And, if you ask a basketball expert or even just a Laker fan, I suppose, they thought that maybe the missing piece for the Lakers was a guy in the post, right? Someone who's going to protect the rim offensively, someone who can, get it done in the post. And maybe DeAndre Ayton is that guy. Maybe that makes them a legit contender in the Western Conference.
I guess we'll have to see. A lot of people are doubting it because he kind of disappeared and fell off the map. Yeah. His work ethic is kind of in question. Can he turn it on, when he gets to a Laker team where Luka, LeBron, hey, I got some Austin Reeves, I got some pieces around me. Who knows, man? Maybe it's always kind of your opportunity at a new job to show a new you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's going to go in there, have a great first impression, work his butt off, and really surprise the Lakers and be that missing piece that make them legitimate and help LeBron get another NBA championship. Although, it's funny, some NBA expert posted on social media, oh my gosh, if the Lakers get DeAndre Ayton, who's going to beat them? And everyone's responding, oh, How about the Nuggets, Oklahoma City, Houston, maybe Golden State? And they just went down the list. It's like, okay, even if they get DeAndre Ayton, it's not a slam dunk that they're even, one of the best teams in the Western Conference. So we'll see what's going to happen. I mean, Patrick, Dame Lillard is out there. He just got cut by the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Lakers are being tied to Lillard too, man. Can you imagine if they brought him in as well? Then I'd be like, okay, that's a lot of superstar talent.
Yeah, and I think what people are missing again, and trust me, I hate to say it as a kid from Seattle, but one thing that OKC does is play defense, and I hate to admit it, but I do like that about them. So unless you start playing better defense, you can score as many points as you want, but if you don't stop the other team, you lose.
Yeah, 100%, man. You've got to play at least a little bit of defense. Get a couple of big-time stops, timely, meaningful stops with, in critical junctions of the game. If you can't play defense, you are not going to win. And listen, that's what kind of Luka was criticized, right, with a little bit in Dallas, and that's why, they thought he didn't, play as hard. He didn't play defense. That's why they got rid of him. So that'll be very interesting to see if the Lakers are going to take on a little bit of a different tone, if they're going to get a little defensive this upcoming season, because you've got to play. Dude, listen, I know you believe it. I believe it. Defense wins championships, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever. Defense wins championships. So
it's true, man.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with Dame Lillard as well. Well, the Knicks have a new head coach. It's former Lakers head coach Mike Brown. I was kind of surprised that Mike Brown. Well, first I was surprised that Tom Thibodeau even got fired, but Mike Brown, man, the guy survives. He just Lazarus. He keeps coming back from the dead. He just keeps finding these coaching jobs, man. He's with my Kings. Of course, he was the Lakers head coach, the Cavaliers head coach. Now he is taking over the New York Knicks, who actually were pretty good this year.
Right. I mean, they made it pretty darn far, and that does kind of raise the bar for Mr. Mike Brown. However, I kind of am a believer in Mike Brown. I think this might be a good move for the Knicks. We'll have to see what happens here.
He's won everywhere he's went, you know what I mean? And the Knicks are already in a good spot. That's why I was surprised, they had such a great year, the Knicks, that they got rid of their head coach. But maybe Mike Brown is the right guy to push all the right buttons, right, and get them over that hump and to the NBA Finals and maybe an NBA championship. So Mike Brown in New York. And finally, man, Patrick, I know you got two boys. We talked about them being quarterbacks or left-handed pitchers. If they can make the NBA, that'd be great too, because they just pass out money like candy in the NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder, NBA champion, scoring champion, getting the max deal extension, 4 years, $285 million.
I mean, for 4 years. I mean, not a bad. I think he's in a good spot too, being in Oklahoma City as well. I mean, the state isn't going to take all that money, man. Wow, is all I got to say about that.
Yeah, and he's a superstar now, right? He's one of the best players in the NBA. And Patrick, I'll in on this, a pep quiz. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander this past season was the NBA scoring champion. He was the NBA MVP, and he also won the NBA championship. Only 3 other guys besides SGA has done that. Do you know those other 3 guys?
I mean, I want to say Jordan.
Jordan did it 4 times.
Yeah, I want to say Jordan. I'd love to say Kobe.
You're close. You're in the right direction. Shaq.
And then one more, huh?
One more Lakers big man.
Wow, you're kidding.
Kareem, man. Those are the that's it. That's the list. SGA, Jordan, Shaq, and Kareem. That's it.
I mean, SGA has kind of slipped under the radar a lot, but when you do something like that, that's pretty fine company. That's rare air, we like to say, Pat.
Dude, 100%, man. To win the scoring championship, which is a big deal, right? Jordan was that guy. But to also win a championship, again, the list is 4 guys who have ever done that on top of the MVP award. Just
like the NFL with MVP and the Super Bowl, they just don't go together normally.
Yeah, you're right. They don't usually go hand in hand. That's a special season when you're the best player on the best team.
Special people are on short lists like our guy, Pep. Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
Get my stuff anytime, even on Independence Day, the whole red, white, and blue. You can find my stuff on Inland Sports. That's X, that's Instagram, that's Facebook. We're also on YouTube. That's Inland Sports. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th to you, Pep. Thank you, man.